Jason here, Stage Zero Garage, and the truck behind me, the Little Red Express, which is black, is now ready for the power tour. Did a couple videos of some of the prep, and it's complete. I finished this truck a couple years ago, and now all the little tiny things that I've been wanting to do gave me an incentive to finish them, and also make sure that it was going to be a viable candidate for the power tour. Otherwise, it was possibly going to have to take the Aspen, the 79 Aspen, or possibly the Cougar. That would have been fun, but stick shift and Reese not knowing stick yet, I didn't want him to have to like worry about it. So otherwise, one of those three was possibly an option: the Cougar or the Jeep. Not the Walter, the white Volvo. We gave that to somebody. So but this one is done. So let's just give a little walk around on some of the things that I had done. You know, I aligned the hood better. Don't have it very aligned as much as I'd like here, but I don't care. The stacks were a little loose. I tightened those up. They used to rattle a bit. You'll first notice more than anything is that I got tinting on. It's not great. I can see some bubbles. I did curtains, window, the back windows, and I did 5 inches up here. I did do this. Logan hates it when I do this, but it does leak a little bit in here when they installed the windshield. They didn't do a good job. They didn't even friggin' clean it. Like, there's still dirt down here, so, but it leaks up here a little bit. So I decided I'd tape that with the T-Rex tape. My favorite tape, which you actually have to cut with a knife. You can't just rip it. So the first thing that I did do was, if you recall, I was a little bit hesitant about this one because I didn't know how, you know, because I redid the lifters and I did a break-in, but they were, you know, they were used. They had low miles on them, but they still looked good. So I put those lifters in, and the ones that I did take out, they did exhibit some wear. I think they were probably original from when this truck was either rebuilt once before or maybe original lifters. But they had some witness marks on them and nothing major, but so I redid those, and then I ran into an issue when I checked them, and I was having a vacuum leak back here, but it's because I used these little keepers. They're like, they keep the gasket in place, and they're great until you back the bolt out, because you have to back these bolts out in order to get the lifters out. I actually did the video on that. I didn't post it, but I'll cut to that clip, and that'll explain a little bit what I had going on. So I just still wasn't happy with with these back cylinders. 5, 8, and 6 were just, you'd pull the plug wires, and you could see a little bit of a difference. Couldn't really hear it compared to 1 and 3, and I think, yeah, even 7 was not doing good. So these back 2 sets were just not doing good. And so then I got the brake clean, and I sprayed, I sprayed here, and it really like took off. It started idling really good, and then a little bit in here, which, yeah, okay, it wasn't major, and then a little bit when I was spraying in here. I was confused, and Logan's one, he's like, maybe you've got a vacuum leak somewhere. So came back out, sprayed around, found those areas. So I used
And my better judgment was don't use these. So these keepers, they say, yeah, you put them in and it'll keep the gasket in place. And that's all fine and dandy. And so, look at that one, got a little bit beat up. So here's what I think happened, because when I first put this engine together, back together, and then put those lifters in, it was running good. And then when I decided to come back and just check these lifters for wear, see how they were doing, that's when, after that, it started running rough, and it looked like I dropped a few cylinders. So I think, because you have to unscrew these to get those lifters out, and so I'm thinking that somehow I must have disturbed it. So luckily I have all this stuff yet, gaskets and everything for the other truck, but yeah, I'm gonna pull these gaskets and clean it up again and put them back in without the stupid keepers had going on. Some of the things I did in here, replaced the I put this back in. This was the one that I had taken out because I was having some charging issues. Turned out it was voltage regulator. So this way now I have two belts, and I replaced this hose, and I replaced this hose, and this thing, I took this one off, and it used to have a ridge on here, and so that was always leaking, so I sanded that ridge down. I tried another cheapo O'Reilly's thermostat, and it was a piece of crap, and so I just put this one in, and I don't have any leaks. I have no leaks whatsoever. I have new gaskets, valve cover gaskets, and I have no leaks, no oil leaks, and everything looks really clean. For the carburetor, I did do the, and I'm gonna actually do a separate video on that, but I replaced the jets, but I replaced the metering rods. I went two leaner, I think from the 60 to 62, and then let's see, so I moved this back into the center one. It actually responds pretty good now. I think I still have a little bit of an off-idle bog. Actually, off-idle's not so bad, but when I stomp on it when I'm driving, then sometimes she kind of like hesitates or pops, but not as bad as it used to be. And again, I'll have a video on everything I was doing to get this carburetor to run the way I wanted it. I'll probably wait till after the power tour, and I'll probably tweak it as I'm going. And then I was putting this cruise control in, and I was not able to get it to work, but I left it because I might still want to try that. But also going through here actually got my speedometer to be correct, so I'm leaving it, because now my speedometer is right on. This is the most secure battery in the world. I had one of these, and there was no holes on this one. I imagine this fender would probably mounted differently. I don't know what year this fender is, so I drilled a hole and put that in, so this is all nice and secure. I did replace this. I think that was in another video, but I don't know. And what else as far as in here? Put these on. Everything's all nice and clean in here. Nice and clean up there. Also, I bypassed the heater core. So this is the valve, and that would connect to that one, and then that one was going down there. But I'm bypassing it now because I don't want any warm water going into the heater core and adding any extra heat, because you have heat and you open this thing and it's just warm air coming out of here, and that's no good since we're going down south.
Also, that's the side Reese will mostly be sitting on, and he will be definitely the first to complain if it gets too warm. Here's my big old bottle jack. I like these. I put these in the charcoal canister holder, and they work much better. And so and then yeah, again I did align the hood better on this side. It's a little bit better on this side, but not great. I tinted the windows. Didn't do a great job on that, but it's not horrible. It'll definitely work. One thing I was noticing was, so I'm actually, this is a standard thing that happens when you start your Little Red up, is you get some soot and coming from out of there. So I turned them sideways, but I'm also getting a bit less. I think I had a lot of buildup from when it was running too rich, and it's been blowing it out, but it seems like it's settled a bit, because I was getting a lot of spots back here too. I have my gas tank, and that's going to be just water for like coolant if there's any issues, and I'm not taking that gas can. That one's just because I'm trying to I've also been trying to run this as low as I can get it, to see how low I can get the gas tank down, and then also, you know, verify the gas gauge. That was actually something that I had done on that previous video with the gas tank. When it's full, it is full. When it's at about 100 miles down, actually like 10-12 gallons, then it's at E. So I haven't gotten bold enough to run it out and see how far down below it goes. Interior wise, added the fire extinguisher, and you know, this is actually something I took this out of a later model, like a 90s, late 90s Ram. This was in go in the cab, and you can get this out. You only have to modify it just a little bit, and it fits in there really good. So yeah, you can see the tinting works a little bit better. Still got my red marks. I have to take those off. This door closes way better. Look at that. That's nice. I had, when I'd open it, this wasn't returning. The spring inside here was broken, and then also the spring inside here was broken. So it wasn't. Sometimes it would stay in the, I don't know what position that is, but you close it and it slam, because it wasn't wouldn't latch. But I took this off the maroon truck, and works really good now. See, this is the rust. This is the only rust I have right here on my doors. Tail lights. So I have two sets of backup lights, and only, of course, one plug is available. So I split it, and created a little splitter, and so now both sets of backup lights come on. Yeah. Oh yeah, here you can see this one, this side spewed a little bit of soot. Check my list. Tail lamps, cruise control, tints, stacks, backup lights. I rotated the tires, and backed off the brake on that one. That one used to rub. I'm going to be running 20. Let's switch it here. I'm going to be running 20W50 with ZDDP additive. Otherwise, I might pick up some VR1 and Lucas, but I'm actually burning a decent amount of oil, you know, and when I'm running 70 miles an hour, I'm easily going through half a quart or more in one fill up, or 160 miles. So, and next I'll show you everything that I'm taking with as far as tools and parts and so forth, and anything else that maybe I remember that I forgot to tell you about. Let's take a look at the to-do list. I didn't do that, so no, I'm not going to do that. I have no trans leak. It seems okay, so I'm not going to do that. And the filter, it's only got 7,000 miles on it, so I did not do that. I did not do that. Cruise control's done. Horn not going. I did the tint. See, I did the tint. And I greased everything, checked all my bushings, and checked all the joints and everything. Everything seems good. Bolts are all tight. I got the dual backups. I didn't identify the light issue. It just went away. I was messing around with the lights, the dash lights, so perhaps that was part of the problem. Never did the fuse for horn. I checked those HEI lines, and so I put the intake back on. Yeah. All right, so next is what I'm going to take. So so I've got that. So, tools, got that. Charger, it's right over there with the air pump. Butane torch. I do have that. I need to get a grease gun. I'm gonna get a little mini one that isn't a piece of crap like the one I had way back from Washington. Multimeter, I got that. I got that. I've got that right here. Decent one. But the really good one stays. Here's my little dual fan. I put magnets on the back and or on the bottom, so it literally can go. Well, there's that, so it's not going to stick everywhere. But yeah, you can put it anywhere. It can go up there. It can go over there. If Reese wants it, wherever he wants it, he can move it around. It's a multimeter. I do have my infrared temperature gun. I'm probably not going to bring torque wrenches. We'll see. They're at the garage. They're in the garage. If I remember to grab them, but I'm using them for that other engine, putting it together. I don't know if I really need them. Tools and batteries. Yes, I have all that. And my normal tools. And then for parts, I have an alternator, and I actually also have a starter. And belts, bulbs, fuel filter, and then fuses. So I don't know why I didn't mark those. And I did order a new HA ignition module and U-joint, just cause. These are things that I'll be able to use on the other truck anyway. So, and actually there's some of these are from the other truck. So yeah, here's the alternator, which actually was on this one for a little bit, and starter came off the other one, and then Supplies, flex tape, gorilla tape. That's the word I wanted. I was trying to think of that earlier. And T-Rex is a strong tape, but it's not as strong as gorilla tape. Okay, repair, some wire, electrical tape, fuel lines. I don't know if I have some. Vacuum hose, more fuel line, hose clamps. I don't have any extras. I do have some wiper blades, and then JB weld, 2 types, some zip ties. Oh, I need the Rain-X, and I have gasket maker. Whoops, I got gasket maker. I'll mark it off as I pack it. Right now, that stuff's all in boxes. Bulbs, that was covered under there. Oil drain pan. I actually am going to take that. It's right there with the compressor thing. My fan you saw. Chairs. I'm either going to take these 2 chairs, or I'm going to take those 2 chairs. These take up less room. These have cup holders. Those are definitely waterproof. They won't stay wet. These, if they get wet in the rain, they're going to stay wet. Brake clean and PB blaster. So I'm going to go and organize everything in here, and then we'll go over my list of stuff. So let's start laying it all out, and then I can show you everything that I have. But this is a cool kit I got from Dodge Connection. I didn't use everything. I still had plenty of screws. Like here's an example if I replaced the ones that were in here. But yeah, it gives you all the screws for the interior and numbers them. So it says, oh, here we go. These are armrest cup screws. So that's number 1. And then I got AC vent, heater control, steering column, blah, blah, blah. And then, so I'll just put all these in here, keep these with them, and then I have, some random screws. So this will be my little screw organizer. And for Milwaukee, taking my charger, and I've got 2 big M18s. I have another one I could bring, but I think 2 will be enough for almost anything. And the inverter, I forgot how many watts this thing can handle. 175 watts. So that can handle just about anything. And then I've got my M12 powered ratchet, impact driver, impact wrench, and then I've got this nice little flashlight. I don't have the battery hooked up to it, but it's pretty decently bright, and it's also magnetic on the bottom. And so that's the oh, and I have this flashlight here, which goes onto the M12, so this would last forever if I needed it. But I also have this. This is a rechargeable one I got from the Goodwill for $12. I don't think they quite know what they had. This is pretty decent. I can even charge stuff on it. And I've got my nice DeWalt half-inch drive impact set. I love these because they're 6-point. I like 6 points. And I've got a whole set of these. I just brought the SAE. I didn't bring the metric set. And all my other ratchets and some other, there's one in case I need to turn my crank, some Allen, 32 millimeter. I had it here, so I'm guessing I needed it here for some reason. I don't work on anything else over here except for the Cougar in the truck. And then here I got my 3/8 set, and pretty much covers anything I would probably need.
And then I've got my 1/4" set, which also has my little bits. That fits in there really nice. And then I got the big bag with window tint, with my wrenches and some screwdrivers and a hammer, and I've got my metric wrenches, and probably toss all my Milwaukee stuff in here. And then this is, I'm kind of creating like a go bag, like just a quick grab one so I don't have to dig through this stuff. So I've got my SAE wrenches and some pliers and screwdrivers, so that I can just grab quickly and not have to dig in this stuff. And then this is my electrical connectors and some light bulbs. And then I'll put all my screws in there as well. So that sets this one up good. This pack out box, I got this Tactics pack out I got from Sam's Club. I think it was $85 delivered for all of these. That was probably the best price you can get from what I've seen. This one here will have some quick things that I would need. You know, so I've got more of these little bolts in case I lose any of these. Just tape and blades and wiper bushings and windshield wiper piece and self tappers, and I'll put some other stuff as I think I need it. This is my maybe might need supply box. Like here's a pack of wire. Here's my infrared thermometer. There I've got my set of distributor wrenches. I'll leave them. I probably wouldn't need them, so this is like probably hopefully stuff I won't need. Just some little magnets and you know, like maybe me or somebody else. I don't need to have this in there. The flex tape, extra piece. We'll just put that down there. Put that there. We've got emergency hose bandage. T-Rex brute force tape. This is just some double-sided tape. But this T-Rex, this is the stuff that I need more. This is the stuff that I use to tape along the up here. I did this on the maroon truck on the way back from bringing it back from Washington, and it still has held up. And this stuff is nice. If you actually have to cut, you can't just rip it off. Oh, look, it fits right in there. There's that other tape. A little two-sided tape can go there. I've got all my I got some Permatex here, JB Weld, I'm doing finger quotes, JB Weld, and gasket maker, some gray RTV silicone, more gasket maker. I think I should have some black RTV. That's back at the house. I will put some of that in here. I'm going to put it all in this bag. There, now let's set down there. A set of vacuum caps. some leftover gasket maker material. Assortment of hoses. It's a vacuum line. More vacuum. This is probably a fuel hose. Small amount of coolant. I don't know why I got that. More coolant. Old coolant. I actually don't know. That's heater hose. Actually, this. Yeah, we're good. I'm going to keep this because if I end up having to undo my, if it gets really cold for some reason and we need heat again, and I need to undo my heater delete, my heater core delete, then I will need that. Got these, I think these are 250 pound each. I use these to compress the springs for the Cougar struts. These are pretty decent, so we'll take some of those. Wiper blades, nice original style. The blades themselves don't look bad. I did have some, where did I put those? One of them here. Well, where's the other one? I bought these, but they're the ends are too small. These were refills. I'll take in case somebody on the road needs one. I have another one I'll have to toss in. I've got a set, all my carburetor stuff, some extra ends and adapters and needles and jets and so forth. So we'll take that just in case I decide to do any tuning on the way. I've got the base gaskets, a set of those in case I need to do any tuning on the way and I need to redo the gaskets. You know, they're thin. I'll take them with, but I have a gasket set in case I need to do anything on the road. And all nice. That takes up no space. I got my spark tester. Got my electrical tester here, my probe. My extensions. This is like a nice little, you can use this as a soldering iron. And that's a cheapo one. It's kind of annoying, but can lock it. Seems to hold up okay. Some black paint in case I scratch it. I have some red paint, a red paint pen in there too. Some more butane for my. Actually, doesn't this just like. And then I got a lighter, I got my feeler gauges, don't really know if I'll need them, but since it's small, I'll take it. Some picks, magnetic pickup, and I can go there. This goes right there. Oh, looks like I forgot you. Well, we'll just put you right there. So, this one. Nice thing is then we can just roll this thing into the hotel room at night at the end of the day instead of having to leave all my tools, trying to carry up a bunch of toolboxes. And then this guy, I'll take everything out, line it up. All right, this bin is mostly going to be for like chemicals and towels and belts. So I've got my alternator and power steering fan belt. I don't know why I have it wrapped like that. Anyway, got more than enough belts. Again, if anybody needs it, you know, then I can help supply somebody with a belt if they need. This is the jack stuff for in. I have my jack, my bottle jack, and that's in the hood. Could probably put these back in, but nah. And then I've got my compression tester because why not? My remote starter. Some of this stuff could probably go in there, but it's already packed. So I've got my power steering fluid, my ATF, and my brake fluid. Got a big bag so I can actually put save these when I get my fluids delivered, because they certainly are nice and large and tough enough. So I have my could have put this in first. A very large torque wrench, or I have my big breaker bar. I am going to put that in there. I'm going to put that in. A place for everything and everything in its place. So this down there, put there. Towels, of course. Gloves, of course. Better gloves. This is the nozzle for that one. That's got water in it. That will have gas in it. Funnel. There's also 2 funnels there. That fit in there real nice. Of course, I got PB Blaster, brake clean, Windex. This is soap and water. I use this to put the tint on, but it'll be a nice, good, quick cleaner. A towel. I think I need more towels. Probably actually grab another one of these since there's room. Yeah, that's. I don't want to overfill this one, so I want to be able to get to stuff. So that's be what goes in there. Actually, this I'll put in the cab. No, I think I'm going to have to utilize that big one for my other parts and stuff. Yes, I'm going to bring this because it fits and it will be useful. I like these because they latch and they're also black and red. What else is black and red? My truck. Alright. These are the things that I'm bringing that I don't want to have to deal with. So, you know, if you bring it, you won't need it. So, alternator. This was actually on the truck recently. Switched it back out because that one has a double pulley. And so I know that works. This is the starter that was off the maroon truck. One of these was off the maroon truck and one of these is extra. Don't know why I have to. So I'll take them. Got a fuel pump. This was going to go on the maroon truck. I think I can probably even take that out. Save some space. Oh yeah. This is for the maroon truck. This was for the maroon truck. I've got radiator cap and thermostat. I've got two. I've got 2 voltage regulators. I just switched one out. I took the one off the maroon truck and put it in because it fluctuated quite a bit. But if I burn one out, then I'll need it. U-joint.
I've got, these are lifters for the engine I'm building, but I'm just going to bring these along anyway, just in case. And 2 push rods and fuel filter. And I've got a couple thermostat housings. I bought these from Summit, but they're for a different year, 2-barrel, for the 2-barrel intake. And so I can't use them, but they're $10 each, so I'll just bring them and somebody needs them all. So, and this is pretty much all I'm gonna bring for parts. So we're all packed, and I've got 4 gallons of gas in here. Could have put 5, but it just becomes unwieldy. Some funnels. And this is my go bag, meaning it's just got some screwdrivers and wrenches and pliers and a hammer and just some stuff I can just grab quickly. And my pack out, and the I have my car cover for this. I wasn't gonna bring it, but it might be kind of nice to have if it gets stormy, or if perhaps you know, maybe it'll be helpful for the security. You know, I can cover this up, and it's almost, maybe if they don't know what it is, I'll just leave it alone. I've got my jack down here, my Harbor Freight jack. Got some oil, coolant, more oil. I got the VR1 and some, and there I got 20W50 for both my oils, and I got some Lucas, so I'll mix it between the two. And then, and I've got water in that one. That's just like in case overheating or something, or if somebody needs, it's not good water, you can't drink it, it's not potable. And I've got the this bin here has got like some other fluids and belts and hoses. This is the tool, or this is the parts one. It's got the alternator and starter and jack stand, and I've got my air compressor in there. And this one, these two here, they are, I still have to get Reese's clothes, but big duffel bag. We each have the same duffel bag. I got some $23 Walmart ones. And there's still plenty of room. And then we picked up a canopy, just like a cheapo $70 canopy. And these are the chairs. So I have these over them. Just they do lock, but I just like that extra sense of security, knowing that they're not gonna like get caught by the wind and fly off. And then for inside, you'll notice my cooler there. And then I've got a cup holder, and this is kind of nice. I like this one. I velcroed it to the carpet, and here's the fan, which has magnets on it. And so if we need that, plus it can go wherever Reese wants it. And there's enough room in here. I still think I could probably stuff a cooler pack in there, and I bet you it would actually cool off a little bit. And so yeah, and then I have a couple, those are the M18s. I've got the flashlight, and then also the inverter. I got there, and a couple other tools. So, and then I'll have some blankets back here. So yeah, that's it. We're ready.